Hey guys, it's Brandijanei. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be planning in my Aura Estelle Complete Weekly Vertical for the week of August 28th. So if you're interested in seeing this plan with me, please be sure to stay tuned. All right, I'm super excited. I have this very cute kit from Elisa Ravel. I bought this, I don't remember. But anyway, I've just been kind of hoarding it because I just love it so much and I couldn't really stick it down. I feel like it's kind of springy, but I don't care. This is my business. This is what I want to do. So here we go. So it is a 2-page Hobonichi Cousin weekly kit. So this is sheet A and this is sheet B, and it is kit number 107. I'm not sure if this is still available. I probably should have checked that before I started this video, but I didn't. So my bad. Anyway, if you shop with Elisa Ravel, do not forget to use my coupon code BJFollowers9A so that you can save 20% on your next order. And I will just leave that there. Okay, good. These are, I couldn't remember if these were individual strips or if they were one. So anyway, today is, actually it's Wednesday, what's today? The 23rd. So I'm filming this a little bit earlier than normal. Theoretically, I will be out of town this weekend. So I wanted to finish my homework for my graduate class and get some filming done before that I left so I can have these videos like scheduled to be posted for next week, just so that I don't have to rush home on Sunday and then like think about filming. So I will be doing some filming today and some filming tomorrow. So again, this planner has mostly like the Hobonichi size boxes, but the header boxes are not exact. So I'm just going to, I forgot about that. So I'm just going to try to center these a little bit. I can't really get it perfect, but I mean, what really is perfect, you know? So if you don't know me, blue is my absolute favorite color. So I tend to gravitate towards anything that has blue in it, anything that deals with coffee. Anything that deals with butterflies, like those are like my favorite things, all kind of summed up in one. And so when I saw this particular kit, I think I saw Yelly actually use this kit on one of her videos, and I was like, need it. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually even bought this. I think I bought this even before I was a YouTube ambassador for her. So, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I've just, like I said, been holding on to it because it's so pretty. But then I'm like, it'll still be pretty in your book. Like, what are you doing, weirdo? Like, even if it's in your book, it's still pretty. And then you can look at it for an entire week instead of just those couple times you're flipping through your planner. So, and I do absolutely like love these little rainbows too. I think they're so precious. So we're gonna put this one here. And I think, oh, okay. I think I can make this one fit. Yes, love that for me. This one fit right here. And I'm trying not to pull it too tight, because if you pull it too tight, any washi, you know, even if it is a sticker, if you pull it too tight, it does tend to make, especially this super thin paper, it makes it kind of roll a little bit. I did not put that on. You know what? Life is short. Too short to be worrying about washi. So yeah, if you pull it too tight, then it does make the washi roll a little bit. So you want to be careful to put it on, but you know, don't like necessarily pull it. Just gently lay it. Gently, gently, gently lay it. I'm trying to think what has been going on. I mean, there's work. So I am in my second week of kindergarten, and it's crazy because I have a para in my room. I forgot to grab a washi cutter. 1 second. Okay, so I actually have a para in my room, and it's funny because we were like, well, she's like part-time, so she goes in between my room and then the other kindergarten teacher. Like, we share her. She doesn't work part-time. Anywho, we were in the room today, and I said, she's like, "Ooh, Miss B, your class is something else." And I was like, "Yeah, but you know, all the classes are like this, right?" And she was like, "No." And I'm like, "No." So apparently my class is like the most rambunctious of the 4 classes. So I'm like, yay me. But the crazy thing is, and I told her, I said, but the crazy thing is although I think I have the majority of like the new to school kids, like they didn't go to pre-K, or, you know, if they did go to pre-K, they didn't go to pre-K in the current building. They went to the other pre-K in the district. So, you know, they're just new to this particular environment. But I have quite a few that just didn't go to school. They just went to daycare before. So, you know, this whole process is new. But anyway, I'm like, it's funny though, because although they are just full of energy and conversation and just all of the things, they literally, like when I teach them a concept, you know, like any type of expectation, like this is what we're supposed to do, this is how we line up, this is how we, you know, raise our hand, this is how we ask questions, this is how, anything like that, these are what voice levels are, and you know, this is how we walk down the hallway, and you know, all of those beginning of the year conversations that, you know, you have with kids, especially the younger ones, because obviously they don't know. They literally can tell you verbatim every single thing that I have ever said to them. So, you know, this is how you walk. And I'm like, well, how do you walk? And they're like, you line up, hands to your side, don't touch anything, face forward, you know, level 0 in the hallway, walk on the blue line. Like, perfect. Then they go in the hallway and they're doing the Gertie, and they're turning around backwards, and they're talking the whole time, and I'm like, oh, so basically you all know every single rule. You're just choosing. You're choosing to do the opposite of what you know that you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, that is what I'm currently dealing with. But it did make me really like feel some kind of way to be told that my students were struggling the most, because literally, like, oh, one moment, let me pause this story. So Julie's Plans has been using this Uni 1 pen in this black ink. I got the 0.38 millimeter. I'm not sure which one she's using, but I do like a very fine tip pen because I typically write rather large, so it helps. But anyway, she has been talking about this one in like all her videos, and so I was like, I'm gonna buy a pack from Amazon. So I literally just opened this because it came in the mail today. Whoa. This is nice. Like, whoa. I see why she likes it. Yeah, I see why she likes it. So I'm doing my habit trackers. So I do scripture, work out, and then I'm going to track water, and then I'm going to put ×2. So My situation as far as hydration is a little bit different. I am literally what they call a chronically dehydrated person because I don't drink anything, like ever. Like I almost have to remind myself to take a drink of anything. So for me, just based upon like for my medical needs, my doctors want me to drink 64 ounces of anything. They're like, I don't care what you drink, just drink because this is ridiculous. So my goal for the day is to at least drink 2 bottles of water because I'm obviously going to drink my protein shake, which is about, 12 ounces or so. And then if you figure 2 bottles of water is like 32 ounces, and then you got 12 in a protein shake, and then I got about 8 ounces in coffee, and then I might have like a Gatorade or an apple juice or, something like that in between. So theoretically, I could at least get this 64 ounces a day. But yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'm just never thirsty, like ever. It's so, to me, it's so strange because like, who does that? Most people always have a bottle of water or a water thing, always. I don't. Like, I'm never thirsty. So I literally almost have to just say, take a drink now. And I used to have one of those apps. I need to download it again because that actually did help me quite a bit to, stay on track because it would literally, I had one of those like plant ones. And so like, I didn't want my plant to die. So I would drink water. Yeah. So anyway, side note, but back to my kindergarten story. So yeah, when she said that, like, it really made me feel some kind of way because my class is always like the model class. Like, people always want to come in and talk about it. And whenever they have any like body really important in the building, they bring them to my room to show them like how awesome the school is and whatever. And so I'm like, y'all better get it together. Like, because I am not getting to ruin my 18-year reputation of being an awesome teacher just because you guys know the rules but refuse to follow them. And not even like I'm this, super sit down, don't talk, be quiet, like nothing like that. They're kids. So I do believe that they should have their time to be children and enjoy childlike things, don't get me wrong. I still play with toys, not toys, but they have like their math manipulatives and stuff, which they of course think are toys, but they still have those things. And then other kindergarten teachers are like, no, I don't use those. Like, we just do books and blah, blah. I don't believe in that. I came from a pre-K background, so my kids will still kind of have some pre-K tendencies because I do believe that they learn a lot through playing and exploring and all of those things. But then I also understand that the district and the state have requirements. And so the reality is, we can sit here and argue until we're all blue in the face about what kids need and what they should be doing. But the reality is we are a standardized test country. So they need to be prepared for their assessments. And it's like, so no matter like what your feelings are about that or, whatever, that's just where we are. And so, I have to be mindful and definitely keep that balance between playing and learning, but I'm trying to encourage them just like I, encourage my own son. Like, you have to know when it's a time to play and when it's a time to work. And it doesn't mean that you will get to do both, it's just, you have to find that balance between those two things. So we have been working on helping them to find that balance because I want them to be kids and I want them to enjoy themselves and, have a good time. But at the same time, work has to be done because the reality is, for most teachers, our jobs, our careers, our livelihoods are, greatly affected by test scores. So if my kids do not perform the way that they are supposed to perform, I run the risk of not being employed. And I have a family. And I have a life, and you know, so I can't be in a position to not be employed. So fun times. But anyway, it's been fun, exhausting. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's been absolutely exhausting, but still fun. That's, you know, for me, always the beginning of the school year though. It's just always just exhausting. Like, I'm filming this video right now, but I really wish I was just laying in my bed, eating some chips. Or playing Animal Crossing or something, like anything but filming this video right now. But it needs to be done. Like, I need, even besides just having content, I need my planner to be ready for next week. So if I don't do it now, then I won't have time, and then that'll just throw me off, and I don't like when that happens. So as you can see, I am just placing these rainbows in various places because I do enjoy how the scattered look goes. So I'm just kind of placing them in, and then I end up putting like my other deco just kind of around it, which works out rather nicely. And the good thing about this planner, in case you missed my flip through, which I hadn't really thought about until like yesterday, one of the things about the thin paper that I've always hated was the ghosting, because I came from like a Bujo world, and so the ghosting always drove me crazy. But in this planner, the cool thing is I'm not putting anything on this side, so I never have to see the ghosting. So in real life, if I put a pencil board in between, I could legit use any type of writing utensil in this planner that I want to, because I don't need to use the other side. So that's pretty dope. I hadn't really thought about it. I know Kelly from Playing with Kelly and I were talking about it, and you know, and I was telling her that I didn't feel bad about wasting like those 2 pages. Like, I felt bad about wasting all of the pages in the back of the Hobonichi. There are some notebook pages at the back of this one, but it's still like significantly less than there are in the Hobonichi cousin. And I don't feel bad about wasting those 2 pages at all. Like, I barely even remember that they're there, other than when I'm going to go flip the page for the next week. So but it is nice to know that if I wanted to, I could totally use whatever pen or marker or, you know, whatever that I wanted in here, and it would still be okay. So that is definitely something for me to keep in mind for next year. But then it is nice. I don't do a lot of writing in here because I prefer just to use the icons for decorations, because I know what the icons mean. So I don't really need to write laundry and put a laundry basket. Sometimes if I have a script though, like I'll put it there anyway, just because I think it's cute. But if I don't have a script and I obviously know this is laundry, then I know on this day I did laundry. So I don't really need to like write that again. But you guys, this is it. Like, this is the base already ready. I'll go back to a week just in case you're new. Like, this is what a filled in week looks like when it's done. And I love it. Like, I love how beautiful this is. It's summer enough for me. I love rainbows. So I'm excited about this kit. I hope you love it. Again, if you do, be sure to check out Elisa Revelle on Etsy, and then use this code to save some money, because who doesn't want to do that? Thank you, Julie. I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch my videos, but if you talk to her, tell her that I said thank you for putting me on this Uniball one, because I love it. And that's it, you guys. Be safe, be kind, be well, and I'll catch you in the next one.